What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Recently, TMZ decided to do a expose or a documentary on the downsides and the benefits of OnlyFans. And what they did was pretty interesting because the first 30 minutes were OnlyFans creators that they interviewed and did a documentary on that were against being on OnlyFans. And then they followed that up with creators on OnlyFans who said that OnlyFans indeed changed their life. Now, among these OnlyFans creators that we saw participating was one, Amber Rose. Amber Rose was interviewed and she talked about how OnlyFans was very beneficial. But then there was Black Chyna, who said something very different.
To ask the question, is OnlyFans legit or is it destructive? Why did you want to delve into this world?
Because we knew that there was a huge divide, that there are people like Amber Rose, you saw Dan Benson, who say it has been unbelievably good for their lives. And then you have people like Black Chyna, all of whom we interviewed, by the way, and others who say it is destructive, it ruins lives, it demeans people, it is humiliating. And what we decided to do was a documentary where the first half hour is the case against OnlyFans. The second half hour is the case for it.
Now, Black Chyna, who was on the platform from April 2020 to March 2023, said on the War Over OnlyFans on TMZ that there's literally no future in OnlyFans. She described getting caught up in a cycle of wanting more and more income, even though she did not need the extra coins. Black Chyna admitted that sending more explicit content would drive up her earnings, and that while most people start out thinking they'll just post something mild like bikini photos, subscriber demands escalate fast. Basically, there is no future in it. Obviously, as you know, she got baptized, something like that, and became a Christian, and the rest is history. So now I want to talk about this because, you know, in the influencing game, and I'm not talking about YouTubers, because content creators are a little different than what you see with Instagram personalities. Instagram personalities operate altogether completely differently. When it comes to people like Black Chyna, they are different than content creators like myself who are like commentary people. Commentary people, you have very little upside unless you like become a very, very big podcast. Streamers are in, they have a lot more opportunity. So you might get money as a commentary person, but you have to use your business skill and business etiquette to get into almost a whole nother thing. If it's like real estate, if it's something else. So it's difficult. But when you're Black Chyna, you're meeting Rob Kardashian, you know, Kim Kardashian, you know, all these other people. And so you said that you didn't need OnlyFans, but the fact that you were on there in the first place tells everything we need to know about you because you had all of the access. Let me tell you this, and I'm living in Africa, as you guys know, and you know, the entertainment industry here is small. But I've seen people who are here and they're Ugandan and they're in the Ugandan nightlife industry, and who they know directly, benefits, what kind of opportunities, what kind of doors can be unlocked, all kind of money regionally from here to Rwanda to Tanzania to Kenya. I mean, life-changing money, all right? And that's in Africa where it's a bunch of gatekeeping. It's typically not fair. I mean, it's a whole bunch of BS. If you really want my honest opinion, I'm gonna just tell you I'm gonna call it like I see it, all right? But now, if you're Black Chyna, how come you don't have opportunities? And I'm gonna tell you, the reason is because you thought that being an Instagram influencer and chasing small money was the way, and then until you found out that you won't do that no more, and that you had to sell your house. You wasn't thinking about the future. You got like, what, 2 or 3 kids? You don't have anything that you actually can do. And so now you can't really do that no more on OnlyFans. You can't really sell risky pictures because, you know, as you get a little bit older, you just can't do that no more. And now you're trying to transition to something else, and then you don't have anything to offer. The same thing with Amber Rose. The fact that Amber Rose is on OnlyFans at all, I don't care what she's saying. Oh, I don't really run it. Somebody else runs it. I'm on there. The fact that you're on there, whether you're getting $300,000 a month, why ain't Kim Kardashian on there? And I understand that Kim Kardashian, you know, they have some levels levels of advantages here, but the people are not business people. And what content creators and social media influencers both have in common is that this is a business. Unfortunately, content creation is a business. And you might like it and you might like getting paid and stuff, but the moment that you're not helping nobody sell bottles on the club as a host anymore, like Black Chyna, the moment you can't move consumer goods like Cadbury chocolates or bottles of I don't know what, Hennessy, so the more that you can't do that and the more that you can't engage your audience as to why they should deal with you, you start to lose because people stop really caring about you as much. And if you look at like Brittany Renner, she's going through the same thing too. You can only get so much money doing what you're doing, being pretty. You gotta change the Islam, right? So now we're falling into the dysfunctional story of Brittany Renner. We're not looking at Brittany Renner anymore as an IG model. We're following basically a train wreck, right? And so then you gotta go head on and do stuff like get in fights with Jackie Christie, get in fights with PJ Washington. Like now you have to do this to survive now. There's like, this is it. It's so important. Like you have to go on this road in order for you to make money. And unfortunately, a lot of folks have to do that. I see it with YouTubers all the time. YouTube guys start popping, making 60, 70 grand a month, 50 grand a month, and very little effort. You don't really see guys changing with the industry, changing with the times, no investment. Then, you're buying whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You got what you got, and then all of a sudden now the game start changing. All of a sudden now it's different and it's not the same as it used to be. So now you see those dudes changing and they out of the business instead of moving on with the business like they should. They're not doing it, and this is something that they should be doing. I don't know why they don't do it, but this is what goes down. This is what happens. Now you're down bad. Okay, you're exceptionally down bad. Here's what's going on all the time. And you can say it for what you want to say it and how you want to deal with it, and it's all good. But I'm gonna tell you, that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. And what's crazy now, you need OnlyFans more probably now than you ever have because you don't have no other opportunities. Like, tell me seriously. I'm not trying to be mean. I want to be serious about this. Tell me where somebody can come in that's a brand ambassador and would say Black Chyna can help us sell a whole lot. Like you were with the Kardashian, at least a little bit, and you didn't learn nothing from them. Like completely, you didn't learn anything, which is terrible in itself. How come you didn't learn anything from them? It was nothing that you got. Like, are you that down bad? Why not? What? Like why are you suffering for real? Why is it that terrible for real? Can we be honest about it? You was learning the game from them and still nothing happened, nothing popped off? Is that what we doing? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Producer for all that you do, subscribe to the bell. We out.